Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed night. Thank you for joining me for a moment in Becky's House of Cards, guys. While you are coming on, I'm just gonna go over a little bit of what's going on. I apologize for not having videos uploaded these last 2 days. I had to make an out of town trip last week, and I tried to get myself ahead of schedule, and it was beautiful. However, I was out of town longer than I had anticipated, and so I just want to say thank you for your patience with me. I haven't forgotten about you guys by any means. I could never forget about you guys. So yeah, I just really appreciate you guys being patient with me as I get these videos. So I thought I would come on and do a live video, something short for you guys. This is not going to be a real long one or anything like that, but I do have some beautiful videos coming out soon, and I'm super excited about those. So keep an eye out. Make sure you guys do have that notification bell set so that you know when those videos do get uploaded. Also, making sure that you are liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. Remember, this is a free way to support the channel. Also, it is a way for me to connect with your energy to get you out more resonating readings. And if you guys would like to donate further, those links are down in the description box, as well as if you're interested in getting a personal reading from me, those instructions are down in the description box down below. And with that, guys, I do just want to thank you to all of my OGs, my new Gs, that allows me your most precious asset, your time. It is truly a pleasure, an honor, and a blessing being here, giving you guys these readings. And my prayer, as always, is that any video that I make that you happen to watch falls upon your heart in a way that reminds you to use your discernment, your intuition, to take back your power and to go live your best journey. All right, so I have no channeled messages, but Source just wanted to talk about what's happening, collective. You know, we're coming up on the end of the year. So let's just get some messages from Source out and see what's going on. Just a short message for you guys. So do a live connect with you guys. Um, Usually I do a short prayer, but honestly, I've been doing readings all day and I don't need to open up with a prayer right now. So, but I do feel that you guys do deserve prayers of blessing. So may Source bring blessings upon you guys in this time, especially during this time of year. It's sometimes so stressful and harsh for so many people. So may you guys be finding peace in your ventures, your journeys, and anything that comes up in the future. And may you guys be sheltered with divine love and understanding your worth always. As these words are spoken unto the collective, so shall they be. Amen. Ahoa say. Thank you, my beloved Source. Thank you so much. So what messages? What's going on, collective? What's happening, collective? What messages do you have for the collective? What's happening, collective? Okay, thank you, Source. So, got a long shuffle. That's okay. It happens. What messages do you have for the collective, Source? What's happening for the collective? Let's get some cards out, guys. What's happening for the collective, Source? What's going on? All right. Wow, we've got the King of Swords wanting to come out upright. So some communication is happening. I feel like this is a moment of truth for you guys. You get to say something that you've wanted to say for a while. Just like being able to express yourself. I think it's so important for you guys to express yourself. So what's happening, whatever's going on around you, now is a time for you to truly express where it is that you are on your journey, whatever that means for you. Everybody's journey is different, right? So whatever is important for you in this time, to express that, especially if something is not making you happy, if there's an illusion and you're confused and you feel like burdened and weighed down by it. It could be a commitment, the want of a commitment, like just ending the cycle, changing how you see commitment. It's like, if you're not satisfied with something, can you speak that out and tell somebody honestly, or tell whatever or whoever's involved? Can you tell them honestly? Can you be upfront with them? What else, Source? What's happening with the collective? Wow, yeah, repressing your feelings. That's exactly what I heard when this flipped out. Repressing your feelings. You guys could be dealing with a Gemini or Leo. You don't have to be, but those are the energies here. Yeah, like fearing what you need to say, fearing rejection, betrayal. all these past emotions, things that you've experienced prior, right? Things that you don't want to acknowledge. It's like you have gone this far in the healing journey, and yet there are always going to be things that are deeply, hidden from us. And then when they start to come up, we're like, no, 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 no. I'm cool with healing everything else, but you didn't say that one. And then well, that's the one you got to heal, right? That's this repression here. It's just kind of like a bit of resistance to this. And part of that has to come with being afraid of expressing yourself and expressing who you are. That has been a cycle for you for a long time. Fear of judgment. Betrayal is the one that's standing out the most for me right now. Like that is something that's coming out really strong. So feels like you guys were let down by somebody just that you'd never expected to let you down in this way. I'm also getting the energy of 111 and source saying to have faith just in your life, like in the situation, it's going to work out how it's going to work out, right? You can't control that. What you can control is you, and having faith in your life, and that your life is here for purpose, and that you're here for purpose, and that with that purpose, you can co create the life that you desire. But sometimes you have to let go of what you think it should be so that you can open up to what it can be. Yeah. Like red flags. Woo! Toxic relationships. This is with home. Something that's coming up with home. Like again, that energy of this has been early childhood wounding coming out. You were not able to express yourself as a child because you were too busy trying to please. Like this is interesting. Look at the mirroring in these cards right now. This up here, the devil here, the two cup here, and this two here, right? And everything is connected. And it's this energy of being stuck in situations that don't serve you on this journey. So this could be third party situations, this could be addictions, this could be greed, this could be, what is it? Idolization of certain things, right? This is not coming into self. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to bump the camera. This is because you've been so used to taking care of others that one of the toxicities that's coming through is this fear of not being accepted by those around you, so therefore you ignore little red flags that are actually big telltales as to how a person is and how they will be with you. Yeah. Obstacles. Some of you guys may be dealing with sickness, like spiritual sickness is something that came through, and that's just like when you're ignoring your intuition and you're experiencing physical symptoms because of that, right? Everything is tied to our spiritual mentality, and it's like the more that we think about things, the harder it gets for us, right? Like the more that you stay in this negative energy, the harder it gets. And it's trying to bring up a past wound, but you've repressed it so much, and it's like you're not communicating either to this individual, this situation, how it's making you feel, and it's because you're afraid of that rejection. Nurturing yourself comes from being honest with yourself. You want honesty from another person, and yet you're struggling with honesty with yourself. And so when you become honest with yourself, you allow yourself to open up to letting others in who are going to be honest with you. Source, what is this happening with the collective? Thank you. Yeah, fearing the transformation. Above all, though, this has you stuck in grief and sadness. This situation has you in a place of upset within. What you're afraid of is experiencing this situation again. That might be too traumatizing, right? That belief. So it's like the emotional ego is hiding it from you. And every time you have an opportunity to speak your truth, this could open you up to actually transforming this energy into something that's assisting your journey, right? And right now, you're just feeling the sadness of it, the sheer sadness. And it's affected your foundation. I feel like your foundation for your own inner being too. Like you're afraid of being courageous in this moment because it feels so lonely. It feels so like withdrawn. Like it's like almost a voluntary withdrawal, but feeling like it's not. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, with the Empress in reverse. So definitely being impulsive when it comes to this. Again, with the addictions coming out here, this is like not fulfilling yourself spiritually, not growing spiritually in this time because it's more focused on this world right now rather than what's going on spiritually. And when you guys truly look in spiritually, you're able to grow. This is interesting. It's like 1, 2, 3 all coming out together. You have 10, 20, and 3, right? But you break it down to single numbers, you have 1, 2, and 3 all together. Like this progression. But are you able to do that? Like are you willing to experience the pain of this situation one last time so you can let it go? And just know that this is as hard as it is, it's just a part of the journey. It's just something that you had to experience because there's a huge strength that's lying within you. And it feels like a burden. It feels difficult. And it feels like you're protecting it with all your life too. So this may be a subconscious protection. And so every time this nears the surface to come into consciousness, the emotional ego gets really freaked out and it starts to panic and it starts to put you in, awkward situations, but it doesn't what it's not seeing, and what you might not be seeing is the situations that you're experiencing right now are those exact triggers that you need to heal, right? Those exact triggers that you need in order to drop the burden. Like healing is more about not fixing things. Healing is about unbecoming what society has made us, right? And right now it's just something that happened to you that your ego is blocking. It's trying to protect you from something. And right now what your main thing is that you're grieving a situation right now in front of you when this situation holds great potential for you. What else, source? What else? Tell us more about the situation. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay, so look at this. This wanted to be here. And we have the 7 of Wands in the reverse. This is saying that you not saying what you need to say, it's blocking you from taking action in your own life and keeping you from your luck. Like, don't be afraid to speak your truth. Don't be afraid to speak your mind. Even if a person's not going to like that, you can't control how another person receives you. Like, it doesn't work like that, right? If you try to hold that on your shoulders, that's a lot to hold on you. So right now, you know how you feel about something, but you don't want to say it because it's like I think you're afraid of hurting somebody's feelings here. There's that people pleasing energy, right? Not like it's not personal. It's just the truth. And that's also not a crutch. I'm not telling you that to use that statement as a crutch so that you can be cruel and ruthless to people either, right? This is truly one of those things that's like the truth is the truth. And I'm going to say the truth, but I'm going to say it with compassion and love and kindness in my heart, Hey, this situation is not working out for me. I really appreciate the time that we've had, and I'm grateful that, we've gotten to experience what we've gotten to experience, but I got to let go. I got to let go. Yeah, so you're the only one that's standing in your way right now. Whew. Yeah, you're the only one that's standing in your way from you changing this cycle completely. Getting rid of it, healing an aspect of yourself. This could be something that's keeping you from grounding. Wow, what's peeking out back here? Look at that. Brutality in your relationships, brutality around you. People are manipulative, ruthless. What did I say? It's not for you to take this and be ruthless. And I know how some people are. I do. I know that they look for any kind of excuse to get away with the things that they're doing. Not everybody's like that. People who are truly on this journey want to know how to heal. We'll take it as it is. You got to stand up for what's right for you. If you don't stand up for what's right for you, then it's not going to work, right? So you have to take this chance because right now you're the thing that's standing in between you and your good fortune. Again, a lot of ones are coming out for you guys. Having faith, trusting in this process. You can't just let go, like and throw in the towel. You got to trust in the process. So 7 of Cups coming out kind of sideways here. I'm gonna take it in the upright. But here's the thing. Wanting you guys to know that this is partially about setting boundaries, and these are difficult boundaries to set, okay? That's the thing. It's like you hadn't set boundaries in the past, and not setting boundaries in the past kept you from your luck. 7 and 7 coming out together. You guys have a lot of repetitive numbers coming out together. It's insane. So you have this energy that's feeling like you're singled out, like you're different. You see things differently, but the truth is that you see things from a higher vibration. And to embrace that higher vibration, that love within yourself, so that you can actually manifest that outside, is about setting healthy boundaries. And this is one of those boundaries. It's like you're afraid to say how you feel. Okay. And again, energy is fluid. This might be another person that you're dealing with, right? But the thing is that you're afraid to say how you feel. And what's ending up happening here is that you're blocking yourself off from a huge blessing, which is spiritual growth, right? Like the emperor wanting to come out. Woo! Yep. Failed relationships coming through here. Right. That people pleasing energy, putting all that energy into somebody else, somebody that's manipulative. This has been something that's really hard for you to acknowledge. And this is what hurts so much. It feels like all your relationships are falling apart. Why are all your relationships falling apart? Because there was something, or there is something that's that is like a block towards you, making you think you're not worthy of love. And I'm sorry, but that's absurd. That's absurd. You are worthy of love. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just acknowledging that your worth. And oftentimes, in order for us to acknowledge our worth, we have to dig into our past and find out, why is it that I invite situations like this? Why is it that I feel comfortable with situations like this? Right? It's just looking at it from a higher perspective. And this is something that you have to trust, because this is you letting it go. It's like this beautiful quote came in tonight. It's like the hardest lessons are the ones that we'll always remember. And that's why they're so powerful, right? That's why there's so much behind them. They're so impactful. And so there's this energy right now surrounding your love relationships because of a repressed memory from the past. And it all has to do with setting your boundaries. What else, Source? Wow. Okay. Oof, we have the King of Coins in the reverse. What else? And the Ace of Swords. All right. Source clarifying. So there, this is like being afraid of taking the risk. Look at look at how he's looking back at this 7 of Cups. He's like, I'm afraid to take this risk because it's like a fear of what you might manifest if you let go of this one. If I let go of this one, or if I let go of this thing, whatever it is, then what what happens? Because this is like the best I've ever had. And Source is like, it's a close to a cycle. Okay. In this closing of the cycle, you guys are going to come through with the understanding, and that again, this is that spiritual blessing coming in with this Ace of Swords here, guys. This is that, not only is this clarity, this is growth, this is balancing of your energies, this is an opening of your heart chakra, this is you connecting with your intuition, overcoming a mindset that has plagued you and created a little bit of chaos in your life. Has it been easy? No, none of it was. Right? If it was, you wouldn't be questioning your worth. It was so heavy, it made you fear yourself as a valuable human, a valuable being. right? And a lot of people deal with this, and a lot of people don't acknowledge this because that's a hurtful part to acknowledge. It means that something's wrong, right? No, it means you're human. It means you're human. Like, let's be real. The source wants to offer you love. Wants to offer you love, but first you have to overcome trying to build homes with people who don't have your best interest in mind. Okay? I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news here, but these are karmic cycles that are coming out strong, and it's like source wants you to have luck, but the luck that you want comes from stability. If you only embrace your stability within, which is loving yourself first. This is also once you start loving yourself, there's like this beautiful connection that begins to happen between you and the divine creation. It's undeniable. It's hard to explain, but it's like when they talk about sixth sense, right? Something will happen, and it's in that you'll begin to understand, like, okay, I get why these connections have come into my life. You've got two aces coming out in the upright, guys. Like, absurd. Look at these mirroring numbers. You had two sevens come out next to each other, and you have two aces coming out together. So like, if y'all want to know if this is the truth, like, you when you get synchronicities like this, guys, synchronicities, and there, if you have watched me for some time now, you know this happens almost in every one of my readings. Synchronicities. Why? Because these are situations that need to be addressed, right? But only you can find the best way to address it. I don't know what your boundary is when it comes to this situation. You know your boundaries, though. You have to honor your boundaries. They want this one. All right. On the bottom, look. What did I say? Your blessings. And we've got miracle and blessings. Guys, I can't with you all right now. I can't right here on this live video. I'm so glad it's recorded because that's it. Everything has its gift. Like, it was a bad situation, right? It wasn't pleasant. It wasn't fun. It wasn't a walk in the park. It was difficult. It was yucky. It was goopy, just all kinds of things, but it sure wasn't fun. It sure wasn't fun. And trying to set boundaries, that's not fun either. It's like, shoot, but I'll tell you what, the first time you do it, it's scary as hell. The second time you do it, it gets easier. By the third time, you're going to empower yourself, right? We've got release coming out on the bottom over here, letting go of the things that aren't serving you. Can you imagine if leaves held on to their leaves? They would never grow, they would never blossom, they would never prosper. Like, it would just kind of be pointless, right? The whole reason to release the leaves is so that you can prep and reflect in the winter so that you can begin again in the spring. Growth again, right? Renewal. It's all a renewal process. It's us overcoming the bash, guys. I don't know what I was going with that. I really don't know. That was a lost cause right there. It's about overcoming those circumstances that have kept us imprisoned in our minds, right? Because ultimately, as you grow and you expand, your mind expands and the potential around you becomes limitless. Like, you see the abundance around you, you begin to see blessings and miracles in all things. There are some things that you have to overcome in order to see the miracle and blessings in that area in your life. Like reciprocity on the bottom, honeybee. It's number 6. You think about honeybees, the world would not survive without honeybees, right? They pollinate the flowers, like the whole reason that we have plants and stuff. Then they give honey too. Like, look at all these beautiful things that they give to us, right? It's like they work one with nature's reciprocity. There's a lot of synergy going on there, things working in harmony with one another. So it's like sources bringing in something that's going to be equal give and take, and not these situations where you feel uncomfortable. And maybe you're not acknowledging that you feel uncomfortable in the situation because it's so heavy. We have number 33, chameleon change coming out, right? 33, a master number coming out. Again, with these repetitive numbers, right? And then we have 6 and 6 together here, guys. Like, this is just beautiful, really, because you guys are coming into a spiritual growth right now. But you have to own it. You have to own it, right? It just And it'll get easier as it goes. It's like I say, ascension, it's not a one-time process, guys. Number eight. Number eight coming out. Your abundance, your cycles. This is ending your cycles. Love who you are. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. Can I really be any more blunt about that? What did I say? You guys feel like you don't deserve love, like you feel like this is the best that you can get. And then here we have love who you are. Let me read this one more time. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. Okay, guys, come on. Love yourself. You're beautiful people, okay? Maybe you made human choices. We all do. That doesn't make us bad people, okay? And it doesn't make us not worthy of what we desire. There's nothing so bad that could make source turn away from you. That's unconditional love. It's not something people really understand because we've never really been taught that way. We've been taught about conditional love. That's what everybody says. Oh, I'm only going to love you if you do this. Unconditional love is the embodiment of loving all things as is without condition, right? And that's what you're so used to getting is conditional love. We have number five, change, right? We have change, chameleon coming out. Simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. Guys, you will benefit greatly from getting out there and giving to others. Not this connection, but giving to others. Whatever gifts and talents you have, just present that to the public, present that to the people around you. Like not this person though. Like this person is something like you need to deal with. You need to deal with this trigger, this situation, this boundary that you're trying to set up, okay? You need to deal with this up front, whatever that is. Okay, but the thing is that you need to get your stuff out there, your talent out there because it's going to be appreciated. There's a reason for that. That's bringing self love. I'm not going to say it's going to happen tomorrow or next week or next month, but if you get it out there and you have patience and persistence, you're going to see miracles happening. Miracles and blessings. Purification, rain. Yeah, it's time for you to cleanse your soul. There's a definite need to cleanse your soul and to really just cleanse your aura. I feel like saging will help, but this is like connecting with the water element. So taking a bath, drinking more water. If it's raining outside, go out in the rain, get out in the elements, by the lake, by the ocean, by the river, whatever it is that's around you, get out and about. Okay? Overall, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I'm tired. And I hope that this helps. You guys have a lot going on. Okay, I get it. You really do. And I just may you guys find your peace and your happiness and your love because you do deserve that. Okay. So, with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. Make sure you guys keep an eye out on my channel. I'll be having new videos up as early as tomorrow. I've got some in the works right now. I'm just taking some time, guys, because I was gone for a while, so I appreciate your patience with me. But please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. With that being said, until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again, mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.